poppin', y'all? It's your boy D-Mark, aka D-Bron. So now I'm back with another video. So today I am going to be doing my Money in the Bank 2024 review. And I will say the pay-per-view was good. Especially with CM Punk screwing over Drew McIntyre again. Their feud at SummerSlam is definitely going to be tremendous. And the return of John Cena returning in Toronto, Canada, announcing his retirement last night at Money in the Bank, and I'm going to get all into all of the matches that happened. So, before we do all the good stuff, if you have not already yet, please do me a solid big favor and hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, because I will be posting every single week. So, let's just get on with the review already. Alright, so, not going to waste no time with you. Not going to waste no more time. So, first match of the night. This is the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. All of the participators in this is Drew McIntyre, Andrade, Carmelo Hayes, Chad Gable, Jey Uso, and LA Knight. Now, I will say the match was definitely devastating. There were some cool spots in there that I did enjoy. Especially Chad Gable. I'm going to be honest, Chad Gable was definitely was the main star in the match, though. I mean, he was like German suplexing every single star in the ring. And there was a cool spot that he did. I forgot who he did it to. He did an ankle lock on the ladder. I think it was Andrade. He did the ankle lock on Andrade. And Andrade, I will say, did a sunset flip on Carmelo Hayes to the ladder, and Jay and LA Knight had a yeet versus face off, which that was special. And I will say about this too, Drew McIntyre, even though he's been getting a lot of heat for the last couple months, having to deal with CM Punk, he's still getting that extra heat towards CM Punk. I mean, a lot of heat toward himself. So as crowd was chanting, CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk, and all of that stuff. So everybody's down, and Drew, he throws a ladder at Jey Uso as he's trying to grab the briefcase, and he hit the Claymore on Jey, which I think Jey could potentially win this. Potentially he could have won, or Chad Gable. But yeah, I mean, as soon as Drew climbed up the ladder and unhooked the briefcase, he was the winner. And I was like, I don't understand why would they give this the win to Drew, even though that he's going to the match, getting another world title match. I don't understand, why would they, it made no sense of why Drew would win the match, though, even though, there was time that CM Punk did screw him over when he was in the world title match. So, they could have just gave that to somebody else. That part, I mean, with Drew winning the briefcase, I mean, okay. I mean, and he's cashed it in during Drew and Seth match, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. But they could have gave that to somebody else that could have really, used it. You know what I mean? They could have gave it to mostly, Chad Gable, but he's dealing with his issues with Wyatt Six after the last couple of weeks. I will probably give it to Jey Uso or mostly Carmelo Hayes. And the reason why I will put this briefcase on Carmelo Hayes or, I will mostly put this, on Andrade as well, because these two don't really got that much going on other than Carmelo Hayes. I know he was having, a mini rivalry with Carmelo Hayes at one point with LA Knight, so apparently that cut short. Probably when LA Knight wins the United States Championship to Logan Paul, bro, I'm pretty sure, I feel like that's the first feud, his first title defense will be Carmelo Hayes. But yeah, I don't know about that, but hopefully they go with somewhere with that. But yeah, I will most likely just give it to Carmelo Hayes or Andrade. Andrade's not really doing much right now, but they could have most likely given it to Chad Gable. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the match was good. A lot of crazy spots happened during the match. It was insane. Well, not that insane, but it was insane. Everybody crashing through ladders, getting thrown around and stuff. It's crazy. But overall, this was a good match. And Drew McIntyre coming in Seth and Damian Priest match. I will talk about that in a minute. So, the second match. Sami Zayn versus Bron Brekker for the Intercontinental Championship. I will say this about Bron Brekker. The man has been, I don't know how WWE is building him up to be a dominant monster, but I am loving it. Destroy everybody on the main roster on Raw, not listen to authority, not listen to authority, destroying superstars in the locker room and in the ring, trespassing. I could definitely see Bron Brekker being a main event star one day. I can most likely see that happening. But the match, I was expecting this match to be very prolific good, which it was. Sami and his hometown hero, the hometown country hero in Canada, being the underdog he is. But as soon as Sami, because I didn't think that Sami was going to pin Bron Brekker in his first title defense, in his first match on a pay-per-view show. I was thinking this too while I was watching the match last night. So I was thinking, if they find a way to make Bron Brekker strong and keep him protected at all costs, then potentially maybe it will most likely will end with a bad finish. Or ended up being a DQ, and Sami Zayn will be the winner and retains, and Bron Brekker lost without any submissions or being pinned. That didn't happen. So Sami hit the Helluva Kick. 1, 2, 3. Bron Brekker got pinned clean. And I do had a little bit of issue with that, like I said. I wish they would have, even though the match was good, I felt like if they was gonna build Bron Brekker up as a dominant monster heel, destroying everybody in the locker room, they're gonna have to protect him as much as possible as they can. Even though he's a rookie, everybody knows that Bron Brekker, he got called to the main roster and he's a rookie. A one-loss match does not hurt him at all. It does not hurt him, which I could totally understand why people were kind of upset that Bron Brekker should have beat Sami Zayn in this match for the IC title, but somewhere I could totally understand why people were upset, a little bit upset with this. But the one loss in his first match at Money in the Bank does not hurt him. He's gonna chase down the Intercontinental title, or whoever going to be holding it. Most likely Sami's going to be holding it. Whoever he drops it to, probably to Chad Gable. I don't know about that, but they could have found a way to just make him strong and not lose clean. But that's just my opinion. You know what I mean? So, this match was definitely good, and hopefully this gets back to Sami versus Chad Gable, because that most likely will happen at SummerSlam eventually. So yeah, the third match is Damian Priest versus Seth freaking Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, before the match even started, I was thinking to myself that if Drew actually came out, which he did, I will talk about that in a second, I will say the match was good as it was. And Seth definitely turned things up before the match. And with the middle of the match starting to shake up things, which I don't really know about their chemistry in the ring, but I remember I didn't even see the match, but someone mentioned they had great chemistry when they was in Ring of Honor. This was a little bit of chemistry towards it, but not a lot, a little bit. So one thing I do want to point out in this match that was like a mess up. So, as Seth was going to go for the suplex on Damian, he reverses it, and then Damian tried to reverse it, but Seth reversed it into the Falcon Arrow. And then all of a sudden, Seth pins him, he pins Damian, and then the ref starts counting 1, 2. Before the 3 count, the ref just stopped counting, and I'm like, oh yeah. Like, I had to go back and look at that part a few times because I didn't see it at first until I saw it again for like a few times. But apparently, Damian Priest was supposed to kick out after that Falcon Arrow. And then all of a sudden, the ref stops counting before a three count. Like, yeah, that was mostly likely a botch right there. That was mostly a botch. But honestly, Seth definitely was the winner of this match right here. He definitely was the winner there in this match because of how everything was messed up. He could have won this match if the match did not was messy and botchy the way it was. Seth could have actually won back his world title, but the referee screwed up. It was not Damian's fault. Well, he misses his cue. He misses cue by kicking out after Seth hit the Falcon Arrow. And afterwards, Drew McIntyre comes out. He cashes in the briefcase, making the match as a triple threat. And I can probably tell at that moment that I can say myself that CM Punk will most likely get involved in Drew's match again, which it happened. As soon as Drew was about to win the match, out of nowhere, CM Punk gets involved in the match. And he starts beating him down with a chair, started choking him with a stitching cord, or just like a regular cord he was choking him with. And then Punk grabs the World Heavyweight title and beat Drew's head with the title. And Damian hit the South of Heaven choke slam on Drew. 1, 2, 3. Damian Priest retains the world title. And this was the exact same spot that CM Punk did to Seth Rollins, or potentially what was supposed to happen at WrestleMania this past year. CM Punk versus Seth Rollins, but CM Punk got injured. But after the match, CM Punk was sitting on the announce table, and Seth is pissed the hell off. Like, he is going off. Like I don't even know what he said, but he was saying like, why would you do that? Like, I'm the one. This is my opportunity, and you have to come in and just ruin it. Like, I could have won that World Heavyweight title if it wasn't for you. You just had to screw everything up. Well, that's not what he said, but that's most likely what he could have said. Somewhat that he could have said right there. But yeah, Seth was pissed. So here's my thing about this. I can probably see them doing a triple threat match at SummerSlam because Drew and Seth have massive heat on CM Punk. So I don't know if this is going to happen in a triple threat because the only thing about Drew is that he's been getting screwed over 3 times by CM Punk. 1 at WrestleMania, 1 at Clash of the Castle, and 3 of what happened last night at Money in the Bank. So I was thinking if Drew could have fight CM Punk first to like a stipulation, which I know damn well is going to be a stipulation. And also, WWE has announced that they're bringing back the old pay-per-view show from back in the WWF era days, the Attitude Era, Bad Blood. Yes, it was announced that last night that WWE is bringing back the old pay-per-view Bad Blood. Will be on October 5th at Atlanta, Georgia. And I cannot wait to see that pay-per-view show. So yeah, I don't know what you do in this situation here because Drew and Seth has heat on CM Punk for what they did that caused their matches. What I would do here is if they could do part 1 and 2 of CM Punk and Drew McIntyre for SummerSlam and at Bad Blood. And I can most likely see the Bad Blood pay-per-view in their match. I can most likely see this being a Hell in a Cell. Inside a Hell in a Cell match. And I think that's where CM Punk wins the second match. And at SummerSlam, that's where I think where Drew can win the first match. But it's going to be a stipulation. Wherever the stipulation they might add at SummerSlam between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, probably an unsanctioned match. Because there have been a little bit of talks about that. They can do an unsanctioned match, and then at Bad Blood, they can do a Hell in a Cell match. I mean, there's ways that they can do this, so I don't know. I'm just thinking of what they can possibly do here if they do an unsanctioned match and have Hell in a Cell at Bad Blood at pay-per-view in October. But yeah, overall, this rivalry is definitely is going to build up towards SummerSlam for sure. And I think that's where Drew beat CM Punk in the first match at SummerSlam. And CM Punk beats Drew at Bad Blood. I don't know how. I'll see how this plays out. I'm going to have to see how this plays out. But overall, the match was definitely good for what it was. Definitely a good match. So, before I get into the women's ladder match, I do want to say that John Cena has came to Toronto last night and getting a big standing ovation after he said, well, before he came out to the ring, he held a towel that says, "The last time is now." And I'm like, what does that mean? What does that mean when he mean the last time is now? So he gets on the mic and he announces that he will be officially retiring from WWE in 2025 of next year. And the crowd cheers him of open arms. He thanking the WWE Universe for all your appreciation, all their support that John Cena has gave over the years. And it looks like John was about to cry as he got the mic. Yeah, and oh man, John Cena he's definitely most likely going to be around for the Royal Rumble and at WrestleMania. Now, if he's going to have a match, well, not have a match at the Royal Rumble, but I'm thinking that he's probably will be inside the Royal Rumble match. But at WrestleMania, honestly, I don't even know who his opponent is going to be because, I mean, him and The Rock had history. So has John Cena and Randy Orton. But Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes, I don't know when they're going to do that match, mostly at SummerSlam or WrestleMania. I honestly don't know about that. Yeah, John Cena, his final match at WrestleMania and at Royal Rumble, mostly WrestleMania, because that's mostly where he's going to have his WrestleMania, his final match there anyway. Yeah, I don't even know who he's going to fight at WrestleMania. It's the question. I don't even know about that. I don't even know who he's going to fight because it's not really a lot. It's not really a lot that John Cena can fight. I mean, potentially John Cena or Randy Orton. That's the question I'm going to give for you guys. Who do you think that John Cena is going to fight at WrestleMania 41 next year? Y'all let me know your thoughts about that. Let me know what your thoughts about that. Because I honestly do not know. I honestly do not know. I will actually love if they will do a John Cena heel. Because it's been, to be honest, I feel like at this point right here, John needs to just be a heel. Him being a babyface, it's been going on long. It's been going on for way too long. And I think it's time. If he's going to have his final run in WWE for next year, I think it's best for him if he be a heel. I think it's best for John Cena to be a heel for the first time in over a decade. The thing is, can he bring back the Dunkin' Diamonds gimmick of his? I don't know about that. But it will be cool if he brought it back, though, to be of his heel character, of his heel gimmick, I would say. Yeah. John Cena definitely is not going anywhere for the next year or so. He's definitely not going anywhere, other than doing a couple of films he's doing. I don't know what films he's doing, but he's definitely going to be around for next year. I will say that. So, the next match, women's match. Money in the Bank ladder match for the women. The participators in this match is Tiffany Stratton, Chelsea Green, Io Sky, Lara Valkyria, Naomi, and Zoe Stark. Yeah. As soon as Tiffany Stratton won the briefcase, I knew that she was going to be the winner. I mean, I could potentially say NAOMI winning this match, but I didn't see that happening. The thing I want to point out in this match, before the match even started, Chelsea Green was the home country hero, because I think what I was looking up about her is that she originally was born in Canada. So I honestly don't know what character that Chelsea's doing, but I honestly don't know what character she's doing, but I honestly don't really care too much about. And she's in the middle of the ring, trying to jump up in the air, trying to reach the briefcase, like, ugh, ugh, doing that. She was doing all of that, and I was like, why the hell did they put her in this match? They literally just put her in this match for several reasons. I don't know, but anyways, there were some cool spots in the match that was very impressive. Like Io Sky, I don't know what kind of move she did on Zoe Stark, but the move looked like hell as she did the move on her. And both women sold it, especially Io Sky. Like her back with everything. They both sold the move. I don't know what kind of move that was that she did. And then Chelsea Green climbs on the ladder, trying to grab the briefcase, doing all that extra shit. And then she got pushed off the ladder, and she got crashed into the tables. She crashed into 2 tables. And Tiffany Stratton unhooked the briefcase, and she's the winner. The thing I will say about Tiffany Stratton is she's a good athlete. She's actually a great athlete wrestler, I would say. The only thing is, I don't think that she should be rushing to cash in the briefcase on anybody right now. If she's going to do that, then she's going to have to save it until next year. Probably I can probably see her cashing the briefcase at WrestleMania. I can definitely see that happening. So congratulations to Tiffany Stratton as your Mrs. Money in the Bank winner. Overall, this match was kind of good and decent, I would say. I will say the match was good. Wait, what it's for. So the main event, the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, and Tama Tonga face Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton in a 6-man tag. Honestly, the match itself was good, especially Kevin Owens. Before the match even started, Kevin Owens definitely looking dead-eyed in the Bloodline and not taking his eyes off of them. He is tired. Kevin Owens, I can potentially see he should be in the main event picture, which hopefully he does soon, but he was looking, as soon as the match even started, ringing the bell, looking dead-eyed at Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, and Tama Tonga. He looking dead-eyed, okay, man, I'm tired of this. Let's just get this damn match over with, because I'm ready to whoop some ass. Kevin Owens, I will say that he brought he brought some energy into the match, bro. And it was crazy and fun. As soon as the match was good, towards the middle of the match, the ref gets taken down like always. And Tonga Loa got involved in the match, and Randy hit the RKO on Tonga. And I think what Kevin Owens was going to do, it was the package pile driver. The package pile driver, they were teasing to bring back that move. And if I'm going to be honest, I feel like that's a finisher that Kevin Owens should be using. I see him where clips of him hitting that move. No offense to the pop-up powerbomb, because the pop-up powerbomb could definitely be hit a secondary finisher. The stunner is mostly a stunner that he got from Stone Cold from his commission. So the package power driver, it looks like it can finish somebody off, which I'm hoping they tease it, but I hope they bring the move back for Kevin Owens to use to be as his actual finisher. Because that actually looked like a devastating finisher that could put somebody away. And Cody, he did the crossroads on Solo, and he did 2 crossroads on Solo, and Jacob Fox 2 did a whisper in the wind on Cody, And Solo hit the Samoan spike and Jacob got the referee up. He puts him back in the ring. 1, 2, 3. Solo Sikoa pins Cody Rhodes. Now, I kept thinking of this too, that I thought the actual match just for this was just going to be Cody versus Solo. But we all know that Solo is not going to be Cody at SummerSlam. I feel like what's going to happen is if they're going to do this match at SummerSlam, I feel like that's where Roman Reigns will get mostly involved in the match and actually costing Solo the match. And most likely, I think that's where they can do the Bloodline Civil War afterwards, after, Roman gets back because Roman ended up losing his father and all of that stuff. Burying him, and most likely he is going to take some time off television. It's going to take time, and he's going to probably return the same way that he did 4 or 3 years ago at SummerSlam when Bray Wyatt, rest in peace, attack him from behind out of nowhere. And I could see this most likely the same thing that could happen with Solo. Mostly. Probably. I don't know. I'm going to have to see how that plays out as well, but this 6-man tag match was definitely a fun match, I would say. It was definitely a fun match. A lot of chaos going around. This is definitely a good match. So, that is it for my WrestleMania. Money in the Bank review of 2024. Y'all let me know, what was your favorite match from last night that y'all enjoyed? I definitely enjoyed the Sami Zayn Bron Brekker match, the men's ladder match, and definitely the 6-man tag with the Bloodline, Cody, Kevin, Randy. The 3 matches I enjoyed right there from last night, I definitely enjoyed them. But yeah, man, the pay-per-view was definitely good. It could have been good if it wasn't for the botch for Seth and Damian Priest, which Seth definitely needs to come out and actually needs to get his rematch, revoke his rematch clause against Damian Priest. I hope that happens tomorrow night on Raw. I hope it does. So I will give this pay-per-view show an 8 out of 10 pay-per-view show because of how the matches and everything that was going on in the ladder match and all that stuff, and Solo pinning Cody, which, like I said, that Cody is gonna beat Solo because Solo's not winning at SummerSlam next month. So yeah, most likely Roman Reigns is going to get involved in Solo's match eventually. But that is it for my review. Y'all let me know what your thoughts about Money in the Bank or what the matches you enjoy. And follow me all social medias down below. I'll be back with another video. Peace.
My moment to shine. This is my time of flight. I've been grinding forever just for this very night. I've been pushing for many moments like this. This time is undervalued and no one ever could.